He thought it was just another quiet dinner, a simple steak at a family restaurant. But when the waitress slipped him a folded note, his fork froze mid-air. What was written inside that note didn't just change his night. It shook him to the core, forcing him to reveal a truth no one in that room could have imagined. Stay with me, because by the end of the story, you'll see how one desperate message turned into a moment of hope that money alone could never buy. If the story touched your heart, show your love, like, share, and comment your thoughts. People often think billionaires live only in glass towers and gated mansions, far away from ordinary struggles. But sometimes, the wealthiest hearts hide where no one expects them, testing the world, searching for something money can't buy. And on one rainy Thursday evening, inside a quiet downtown restaurant, one such test began. It started with a man who ordered a simple steak, and a waitress who handed him a folded note that froze him mid-bite. If you stay with me, you'll see why one single sentence changed not only his life but an entire family's future. Ethan Cole sat at a corner table of Henderson's Grill, a modest but warm family-owned restaurant. His brown trench coat still carried raindrops from outside. To the world, Ethan was just another tired businessman grabbing dinner. What nobody knew was that behind the simple coat, the wrinkled plaid shirt, and the quiet eyes, sat the CEO of a global tech company, one of the youngest billionaires in America. He had come here deliberately in disguise, tired of being treated like a walking wallet wherever he went. He wanted to see the real side of people, the kindness, the honesty, the humanity that wasn't driven by money. Across the dining floor, Lily Harper tied her apron tighter around her waist, rubbing her tired hands together. She was in her early 20s, with soft blonde hair pinned back in a ponytail and eyes that hid more exhaustion than sleep could cure. Tonight was her double shift, and though her legs ached, she forced herself to smile for every customer. Her life had been a string of struggles, working 2 jobs, caring for her younger brother Noah, who was only 12, and keeping up with hospital bills for her mother, who had been battling a heart condition. Every dollar mattered. Every tip could mean medicine on the table. "Evening, sir," Lily said softly as she approached Ethan's table. "What can I get you tonight?" Ethan looked up, his eyes studying her gentle but tired face. "Just the steak, medium rare, and some water. That's all." She nodded, writing it down with quick strokes, and left. Ethan leaned back, observing her as she walked to the kitchen. There was something in her step, an urgency, a weight, as though she was carrying more than just plates. The restaurant was quiet, only a handful of tables filled. Ethan liked it this way. No noise, no cameras, no investors. Just food and real people. He wanted to see if the world still had kindness left, if people treated him fairly without knowing his bank balance. When Lily returned with his meal, she placed the plate carefully in front of him. But then, almost hesitantly, she slid a folded piece of paper beside the knife. Her fingers trembled slightly before pulling back. Ethan frowned, looking up at her, but she only gave a weak smile and hurried to another table. Curiosity gnawed at him. He unfolded the note under the soft glow of the chandelier. His eyes scanned the shaky handwriting. "Sir, I'm sorry. I don't normally do this. But please, if you can help me, even a little, I don't know where else to turn. My mom is in the hospital. They're asking for money before they treat her, and my little brother is waiting at home scared. I've worked every hour I can, but it's not enough. I just don't know what to do anymore. Please forgive me for asking. Lily." Ethan's fork slipped from his hand, clattering onto the plate. His breath caught in his throat. The words blurred before him. He had met countless people who begged him for investments, for partnerships, for business deals, but this note wasn't about ambition. It was desperation, raw and unpolished. A daughter fighting for her mother. For a moment, Ethan just sat there, frozen. Memories of his own past slammed into him. Before the billions, before the company, he had been a struggling college kid who once wrote a similar note. begging for extra time to pay rent, begging for help that never came. He had vowed never to let anyone he loved go through that kind of helplessness. And here it was again, in the handwriting of a young waitress who hadn't even asked him face to face. He glanced up. Lily was still serving another table, her smile fragile but brave. She hadn't looked back at him once since handing over the note. That told Ethan everything. This wasn't manipulation. This was a last resort. He folded the note carefully, his jaw tightening. Something inside him shifted. When Lily returned to clear the plates, Ethan looked her straight in the eye. "Lily," he said gently, surprising her. Her breath caught. I'm sorry, sir. I shouldn't have."